So if you're my friend, or you're part of my family, or you follow me on social media, or you watched some of our previous videos, you're gonna know that me and JD have been planning a wedding for some time. We're planning a wedding for the summertime, but I canceled the wedding. Let's start at the very beginning. So JD lived in Detroit, and if you guys want a video on how we met, comment below, I'll let you know. JD used to live in Detroit, and I went to visit him 2016 Valentine's Day, and we spent Valentine's Day weekend together. It was really fun, and he proposed. So he proposed, and it was pretty awesome. Backstory: if you guys know me, like especially if you knew me during like high school, you know that I'm obsessed with weddings. I love weddings. I've been dreaming of my wedding since forever. Like I can't think of a time where I wasn't dreaming of my wedding. I wanted a really big wedding, you know, I wanted the whole nine. And you know, these things aren't necessarily necessities when it comes to marriage, right? Because that's a party. It's not really the main focus of a marriage. It's just a wedding. So, but I wanted it. I wanted it all. I wanted 7 bridesmaids and a big wedding party and awesome party, right? I wanted it all, with the breathtaking dress and the first dance and everything. I wanted it. And I've always wanted that. It's been my dream since I was a little girl to have a really big fancy wedding. So when he proposed, I was like, yes, it's time for me to plan the wedding of my dreams that I already had planned. But that's not happening anymore. So back to Valentine's Day when he proposed, I was very happy. We started planning, and right after he proposed, he moved down to Florida to be with me. So I think April, and I was so happy. Like, can you believe like some guy just, you know, not some guy, he's not some guy, but this guy that you are in love with just changed his entire life to be with you, you know? Like, talk about the epitome of everything your dad wants for you, right? Like, he just dropped everything and came and moved thousands of miles away from his family to be with you. It's a crazy feeling to know that someone in the world loves you that much. We're engaged, we're living, he has his apartment. I had moved back home with my parents after college, and I was working for this really good company. I still am. And the opportunity presented itself for me to be able to apply for another position within the same company, and it was something I really wanted to do. I wanted to do it for a long time, since I started with the company. But now I had my degree, I had more experience, and I was, you know, I took my shot and I applied for this position. And I got it. But that position meant moving to Oklahoma. And Jeffrey had just moved to Florida for me. Literally maybe 6 months prior to me getting this position. So he's obviously gonna move with me, right? Like, I'm not just going to leave him in Florida and move just because I got, you know, just to advance my career, which is something I totally wanted to do, but I wasn't just gonna leave him there. But like the amazing man that he is, he supported me, and he said, let's do it, let's move. And we decided to move. I took the position, and now we live in Oklahoma. And this is the part where it gets tricky. Before I state this, I don't want you guys to think that I'm frowning upon, or I feel like it's bad, or, you know, if you do things differently than how we did things, it's okay. I don't care. I think everybody's walking different paths in life, so everyone's life's gonna be different, and you guys can choose to live your life the way you want to. So me and JD were, you know, planning on moving, obviously, and we decided that we were going to get married before we moved. I wanted to be married to the man I was moving across the country with. I wanted to be married to the man that was going to be the only person that I knew in this new state, and I wanted to be married to the man I was going to be living with. So we got married. Surprise! For those of you who do not know, we're married. We got married October 29th of 2016. So that was the big announcement. We are married, and we've been married for a little over or under 6 months. Yeah. It's been pretty awesome. I married my best friend, so no complaints here. I mean, I have a lot of complaints, but no big complaints. I love that man to death, and he's just been so supportive of me and my career, and I could go on for days talking about how amazing he is, but I'm not going to. Some of you already knew, like my parents, his parents knew, his sister knew, like a lot of close family knew, and my closest friends knew. And the reason why not everyone knew is because I still wanted that big wedding. So we got married in October, and I still wanted to have that wedding because it was my dream, you know, like I've always dreamt of having this humongous wedding, extravaganza of a wedding. So I was gonna have it. I was determined to get it, especially after we got married. My father got sick, and I really was, you know, I really wanted to have that moment with my dad where he walked me down the aisle, and you know, we had our father-daughter dance, all that good stuff. So we got married. We got married in Orlando in a little chapel, and it was cool. You know, my parents were there, and we actually have pictures, which I'm planning to post on my social media platforms after this video gets out. So I'm planning to post all of the pictures after this video is uploaded. I might put some pictures or a video or something. I don't know if I have a video of it, of when we got married, but if I do, I'll post it at the end of the video, and I'll show you guys some pictures as well. So he's literally moved from Florida, from Detroit to Florida to Oklahoma for me, and I love the man. If you guys want to know how we met, write in the comments below. We are actually thinking about making a video about that because we had a long distance relationship for a very long time. So yeah, comment below. Planning a wedding is really stressful. Like, it's a big task, and it's just really stressful, and the more and more we got into it, and the deeper we got into this wedding, and the more things that we had to buy and purchase, the more like turned off by the whole idea of having a wedding I was. Like, I went to try on wedding dresses, and it was really fun, but it's not as fun when you have to go by yourself because all your friends and family are elsewhere. So I was just turned off by it, and I was thinking about it on the way to work one day, and I called JD and I told him, I don't want to have a wedding anymore. I'm canceling it. It's over. We're married, right? Whatever we were supposed to get out of the wedding, the most important thing already happened. Like, I'm spending the rest of my life with my best friend. That's the most important part of a wedding. It was just too stressful. It was a lot of money, and I decided that all that money that I'm gonna be using for this wedding, you know, $15,000, I'd rather use it to travel and like go live some experience and share experiences with my best friend, and go travel the world and get tattoos and do whatever we want to do. That wedding was gonna be so expensive. It was gonna be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for a few hours, that it was really for everybody else because we already were married, and everyone's always telling me how stressful your wedding day is and how it goes by in 10 minutes. Like, I just spent $20,000. This better last me all day. And again, disclaimer, everyone has their own opinions, you know, like for me, I love weddings. That doesn't make me like weddings any lesser. Like, I hope to someday plan the wedding for my daughter or my son or whatever it may be. Help my best friends plan their wedding, you know, and I will support whatever they chose to do, because if they decided they don't want a wedding, don't have a wedding. If they decided they wanted a wedding, let's have the biggest wedding in the world. Like, whatever you want to do. So we just decided that instead we're gonna go on a vacation. The biggest part that I really wanted was his parents, my parents to meet. So that's really what we're gonna do. Maybe we might go on a cruise or some sort of vacation where our friends and family can come along as well. But I'd much rather spend a few grand on an awesome vacation than 20 grand on a wedding for a few hours and then on top of that still pay for our honeymoon. Like, no, I'm good. So I'm gonna spend my money on experiences and enjoying life with my husband because that's what I want to do with it. So that's really much it. That's all I have for you guys today. I wanted to get that out and let everyone know that he is my husband. We are married, and some of you might already guessed that or knew that or whatever it may be, but yeah, here it is. Straight from my mouth. I'm married. We're married. Alright, guys, don't make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Let us know what you think. Let me know what you think about this do and if I should cut my hair. Give us some ideas on some videos that you guys want to watch. Make sure you like this video. Share it with your friends. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.